Captain Foley back with you again. Just wrapped up my adversary set, as you might have seen, and just going to do the unboxing of the next project we have here, which is the USS Enterprise Space Seat Edition. See, told you I'm not just into Star Trek. That happens to be the wallpaper on my iPad right now, is a Decepticon symbol, so ha, take that. Anyway, and I found a new place and a new way to display the adversary set so it looks better. I figure with all the ships pointing outward, it looks so much better. It's just don't look like they're colliding with each other. So yeah, looks good right there. Just like that. Alright, so let's get to this unboxing. So there's the base, the good base, that Polar Lights design that actually works. Because that was an issue I had with this adversary set. If you recall, the base wasn't designed properly, so I had to improvise and make a few changes so it could display my Romulan properly. And there's the saucer section. Love how it's exactly the same size as the base. And in here we got the secondary hull and the Botany Bay. So there's the Botany Bay. This is basically the same model that I've already done before, that Polar Lights one that's over there in my bookcase. And it gives you all the parts, even the parts for the original pilot version for the nacelles. So it's got different end caps for the engines. But of course you're going to be making it the way it looked in Space Seed, which is the production version of the Enterprise. So they've also included the shitty stand that I showed you in the last video for my other Polar Lights one. I'm glad that these stands aren't the only option anymore and that they send these, because these are much better. And then we got in here those are just the decals. I'm just going to cut this stuff out of the bag. Let's put you up here a bit better. There we go. So it's got the same decal set as all the other Polar Lights 1/1000th scale. So you can do the Mirror Universe or any other of the other ships. So I'm going to have a lot of extra decals, because of course you're going to want to do the production version of the Enterprise. I'm going to keep that in the bag. That's got the regular stand and then the ball joint so you can pivot the Enterprise. I'll keep these in the bag too. Just all the engine pieces. This I will take out though. Engine support pylons. Two versions, one for the production version, one for the original pilot. No, sorry, bottoms and tops. Okay. And secondary hull. And here's the Botany Bay with the display stand that'll clip onto the rod coming up from the main one. So there's the size of it. It's pretty good size. And then of course the saucer. So I need to get some spray paint for the hull of this. Same spray paint I used on my 1/350 scale Enterprise, which is in the other room. Once I get that, then I can start this project. I might even start the Botany Bay first, because I think I have the paints for that. So we're going to see how that goes. There you go, guys. That's the unboxing. And hope you guys stay tuned for this build. It should be fun. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Thanks for tuning in. Captain Foley, out. Good morning, boys and girls. Captain Foley with you once again. Well, yesterday was the unboxing of the Enterprise Space Seat Edition. Today I've got all the parts for the production model laid out on the table here, ready to go. I'm going to need to get some more paint, unfortunately. So this might stall for a day or two until I can do that. But I got all the parts ready, all the necessary parts shaved off and filed. I've even got the Botany Bay fully assembled already. I just threw that together last night. It took me like less than 5 minutes. It's the first step in the instructions anyway. The directions have the option to make the first pilot's version or second pilot and Mirror Universe Enterprises. So there are alternate pieces in the kit. They're all still in the box because I don't need them. I'm just going to be making it the production version because that's what was in Space Seed. But as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward build. Shouldn't take long once I get everything, all the supplies I need. Just going to need to get some paints and yeah, basically just the, there it is over here, this paint, AS18. It's the light gray that I used on my 350 scale TOS Enterprise. It's got kind of a hint of green in it, just like the original Enterprise. So this is the color I use, guys. That's the one I used on my 350 scale. That's one I'll be using on this. It's basically molded to the right color, but not quite. Other than that, this one's almost empty, so I'm not going to start that today. I'll use that up when I get the other one. But yeah, so as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward build, and they do give you the option of building the pilot. Let's put that on there, and then I don't know why they have to show you these, but whatever. And on the back is very cool. It's just the decaling instructions for all the Enterprises. Production, first pilot, second pilot, and then the Mirror Universe. So this is going to be a pretty easy build, like I said. The only problem I'm having right now, to be honest, is I need to figure out what color to paint the Botany Bay. It gives you paint colors and whatnot for the Enterprise, but not for the Botany Bay. For the Botany Bay, all it has is the assembly instructions. And then it says, color of plastic parts is representative of base color of the Botany Bay. Add freehand weathering in gray and charcoal. Well, of course I'm going to do weathering, but I'm telling you right now, the Botany Bay was not red. I've looked online, I've done a lot of reading as well from last night, and all I can really tell you is that no one knows what the hell they're talking about. Like, if you look at these pictures of the Botany Bay from, say, the remastered version, it's maybe got some red hues in it, but it's not. Even the original model right there. It's more of a gray brownish color, so I gotta find a good color for it. If anybody has any suggestions of what you might have used, or if you've seen other people use, kindly let me know. Of course I'm going to do weathering, and part of that weathering will include a rust color, much like the color I used on my Ferengi Marauder, which I don't know if you guys have seen my other videos, but my adversary set is complete. There's the bird of prey, sorry, the warbird, the bird of prey, and then the Ferengi. And I decided to display them on the stand this way because they look a lot better all facing out in different directions. Otherwise it looks like they're all crashing into each other. And I haven't seen anybody else display it like that, so just a tip. I don't know if you guys know or even care. So yeah. I might be doing some highlighting colors today. I might color my nacelles, the Bizarre Collectors, because I'm going to use this, the Stoplight Red Metallic. Beautiful color for nacelles, or for the Bizarre Collectors. Really makes them pop. So we're going to go with that for sure. And actually it's on the paint colors that we're supposed to have right there. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of looking at the model store, see if there's anything that really stands out for me for this ship. I'm going to paint the stand flat black so it hides its appearance. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I might start putting some of these sub-assemblies together soon. That way when I do get the paint, I can just paint it up. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to waste your time. I appreciate you guys tuning in all the time, so why should I waste your time when you take time out of your day to watch me? I'm only going to give you the relevant facts. So that's that, and yeah. There you have it, guys. I always lay out my parts too, nice and neat, so I can see what's going on. And next time you see this video, I'm probably going to have a bunch of the sub-assemblies done, as well as have all my paints together, I would hope. Might be a day or two. I might even go later today, depending on how things go. We'll have to see. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will talk to you very soon. So until then, live long and prosper, and have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Captain Foley with you here, and got a little bit of progress done on this. I've got some painting done. Painted some of the small pieces. Got the shuttle bay painted, shuttle bay doors. Got the nacelles painted for the inside. Got a copper line, and then the stoplight red metallic. I got the end caps for the nacelles painted. And I've got the frosted domes for to go over top of these painted. Coming along pretty good. I've gone to the hobby store today, and I got a few things, so let's take a look at what I got. Here's my AS18. That's, of course, the Enterprise color, so I'm going to be spray painting that and getting that done. And I was looking for a color for the Botany Bay, because as we all know, it's not really a red color. So I found this, which matches a lot of the photos I've seen. This is a dark yellow. I'm going to paint it in that, and then I'm going to use browns, dark grays, light grays, blacks, things to highlight it and do weathering and some lining on it. So it should look pretty good after that's done. Oh, sorry, I also have my Deflector Dish painted, which is exactly like my 350 scale. It's got the copper and then gold at the base, silver along the rod there, and then a gold tip. This is going to be painted exactly like my 350 scale. So I also picked up some other colors I'm running out of. Light gray. Goes there. And just regular white. Also grab some Tamiya Putty because I've never really puttied any of seam lines, so I wanted to try this stuff out. So I grabbed that, and I also grabbed some really fine finishing grit sandpaper, because the one I have is way too harsh. So we're going to give this stuff a go and see if I can use it, see how it turns out. So you have it, guys. Going to turn you guys off right now. I'm going to get this all laid out on my board and painted. I get the Enterprise painted, the Botany Bay painted, let those dry, and then we're going to be well on our way to getting this model finished. Very quick, like I said, this is a pretty simple model. So there we stand. I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for tuning in once again. Please like this video. William Mann, I know you're not up on your Milton, but don't worry about it. Just because this is Space Seed, you don't need to be. Alright, well, I'll talk to you later. Have a great day, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Captain Foley back with you. So I got the Enterprise sprayed. She's dry here. I just gotta take it off the sheets of cardboard here. So that's looking good. I also got the Botany Bay painted, and here's the resulting hull color from that. So this is this TS3 dark yellow, and it's got a base coat of that on, and then there's a light dusting of this AS18, which is the same gray I used for the Enterprise, and that gives it a kind of a little bit of a gray tint, but not too much. I'm pretty happy with the results, the way it turned out so far. Of course, there's going to be a lot of weathering done on this, a lot of other colors added, but yeah, you can just see the odd little hint of gray there, and it just makes it look weathered and old just from 2 coats of spray paint. So all the weathering I'm going to be doing on top of all this is just going to add to the effect. So I'm happy with that. I just thought I'd let you guys in on that. A little bit of progress I made today, and I'll be back at you tomorrow. So until then, have a good day. Captain Foley out. Hey guys, Captain Foley with you again. Just watching my 3D space battles here on my computer. Uselesscreations.com. It's a screensaver, and Space Battle is what it's called, and you can download certain Federation ships. There's the NX-01, Enterprise D, Enterprise A, Voyager, and then there's also alien ships that go to warp and shoot at them and things. It's really quite interesting. So anyway, on to an update. Here I got the engines put together. The dome's almost done. I got to do some paint touch-ups, obviously, along here. I've been having a shitty day as far as this model goes, so I apologize for any subpar work. But I got some paint to scrape off there. As you know, this part here, all these and this end cap are all clear, like this. So that all had to be painted. I still got to paint the inner grille, do some touch-up painting on it, obviously. I moved on to the saucer, and I noticed at the bottom had a bit of a paint issue, so that's over there being repainted. Got one of the end caps just kind of loosely snapped on the engine there. I've got some painting to do as far as these engines go to get them looking like they should be. Just not having a good day today with this kind of stuff, so getting the bridge and the planetary sensor dome painted white. Then they have to go on there, and this all around the edge of the bridge has to be painted the same gray as the hull. So that'll be one of the next things I do. See, there's Enterprise D and Voyager doing their thing. It's a really cool screensaver. It's fun to watch. Ships go to warp, they shoot each other, they destroy each other. Unfortunately, you can't download any like Klingons or Romulans or enemies, and he refuses to make more ships for it because it's an older screensaver. So that's kind of a bummer. But you got the Federation ships destroying aliens, so you can have them destroy each other if you want, but where's the fun in that? So yeah, uselesscreations.com if you want to download this screensaver. It's an older screensaver, but it works really well and it's fun to watch. There's Enterprise A right there in the background. It's also Excelsior. So yeah, here we are back to this one. I'm going to be painting some details on it and some weathering, and then that's going to be the last thing I do. I think I want to do the Enterprise first, get it done, so I know how good or how bad it's going to be, because right now I'm not pleased with what's going on with it. If you go over here, I got this repainted, looking a lot better. This, I tried to use some of the Tamiya Putty on the secondary hull there, and I think I've totally ruined it. I don't know. I'm just not happy right now, so everything's pessimistic, but we'll see. I didn't fill in any of the lines. It looks like crap. I had to repaint it, and I don't know if it's going to look good after it's dried or not. From what I see here, it's not going to look good, but I don't know. Guess I'm not the model builder you guys thought I was, because this is just, it's a simple Enterprise. I should be able to get rid of those lines there. On the 350 scale, I managed to get rid of the seam along the secondary hull there pretty well. But on this one, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to even bother trying to do anymore or not. I'm just really discouraged right now. So that's where we are, guys. Sorry this is kind of a pessimistic update, but I'm having a rough couple of days, and it's a bad time of the year for me. Almost a year ago, one of my best friends from since high school passed away. So I'm thinking about him a lot. Just not really into this whole model thing. I was a few days ago, and then since then it's just dropped off. And now with this shoddy paintwork, and I don't know. Oh, an XO1 got destroyed by an alien. So there's one of the enemy ships cloaking. Pretty neat. So anyway, guys, sorry. Hope I haven't disappointed you. I'm doing the best I can here right now, and we'll get it done eventually. As to how well it'll be done, that's another question right there. So Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry for being such a downer. I will try to perk up by the next video. Like I said, I've had my ups and downs over the past few days, so I will talk to you guys very shortly. Thanks for tuning in, and this is Captain Foley out. Bye-bye. Good morning, fellow Trekkies. How you doing today? Captain Foley with you again. I just want to take a second or two out of this video just to apologize for yesterday's video. I was really down yesterday. I shouldn't have made a video, and I apologize. I hope it didn't turn any of you guys off to my channel. But today's looking a lot brighter, so we're feeling good. I brought out my big girl, my 350 scale Enterprise, so I can get paint references off of it, because I want this one to be painted exactly the same as that one. Even though painting the smaller scale is a lot more difficult, I gotta say that. But we're moving along nicely here, and with this thing here, it's inspiring me, because I did a really good job on this. I love this thing, and I hope you guys do too. The lights aren't on right now because it's not plugged in, but it's sitting out here just so I have paint references, so I don't have to keep running them back and forth to the other room. So, just give you an update on what we've done here. We got the bottom of the saucer almost finished. I got to paint the navigation lights here. They're popped in. Got to get those painted. Got the top of the saucer almost done. Once again, I got to get the navigation lights put in, have them painted. Got the bridge dome painted. Got this snapped in. On here, to match with the big 350 scale, I've got these painted. These vents or fins, whatever you want to call them, on both sides are painted already. They are a flat aluminum. I got some of the bodywork finished here where it looks a little bit better than it did yesterday, which was really bumming me out. Still have seams, but I'm willing to live with that, to be honest. I got the engines almost finished. Got some touch-up work to do on them, but these still have to be painted. These are painted a different gray color. Instead of this gray, they're painted this gray on that model back there, the 350 scale. So I still got to do those, and I've got to do the inner ones that go right along in here. So I got to do those. This has to get painted the same color, which is this one. This is JN Gray. I still got to paint the copper on the front for the navigation dish, navigational deflector, and that's it. So right now I'm going to be doing the navigation lights, finishing up the saucer, painting the copper on that, and then finishing up these engines. Probably not in that order. I'm probably going to do the engines first, get those painted up, then work on the saucer. So I'll be back with an update very soon. So yeah, today's looking a lot better. Like I said, I want to get the Enterprise done first, and then I'm going to move on to the Botany Bay and do all the detailing and weathering work on it. So that's down the road, but there we have it, guys. So once again, I would like to apologize for yesterday. Thanks for tuning back in. I hope you guys weren't too bummed out by that. But today's looking a lot better, and I feel a lot better. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess I will give you maybe a quick look at this. In case you're new to the channel, you haven't seen it yet. Like it does have working lights and whatnot, but I don't have it plugged in right now. But I'll give you a quick look at it, just so you can see the paint references that I'm talking about. This is my pride and joy. Here's my bridge detail in there. But yeah. So I gotta paint the deflector, the inner grills there. See, those are silver. Up in here, this is, you can see here how this is a different color gray. It's also the same gray that's back here on these ones. I'm going to paint in these navigation lights too on the back of the little model. They don't have them. They don't have a sticker for them, I don't believe, or a decal. So I'm going to see about painting those on if they don't have a decal. I've painted on the impulse engines on the little one. As you can see right here, they're not included, but I painted them on. Just make it look more like a 350 scale, because I want this one to look identical, because likely it'll be going right beside it on my dresser out there. So anyway guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great day, and I will probably have an update for you later today, or if not today, tomorrow. So thanks again guys. Captain Foley out of here. Bye bye. Hey guys, Captain Foley with you again. How you doing today? Got an update on my USS Enterprise Spacesuit Edition model, so let's get right to that. There she is, ready to be decaled. Looking pretty darn good. I still got to do a lot of, or not a lot, but paint detailing on the Botany Bay. And so I got to do decaling, paint detail on the Botany Bay, some weathering, and yeah. She's looking pretty good. I like this little 1/1000th scale Enterprise. It's a nice build. Had a few issues building it, but all in all, a nice model. So there you are. So yeah, all I gotta do now is decal, do the weathering and paint on this, and then paint the stand flat black. I had to stiffen up this ball joint and the pin in there with some Tamiya Putty. It's a nice tight fit now. It sits nice. Last night it was all flip-floppy, and the ball joint right off the get-go was shitty. It didn't work at all. It was very loose, so I had to like really tighten it up. I don't want to move it right now. So yeah, there you got it. So be careful with this ball joint if you do this model. Mine was shit right out of the gate. And if you do have a tight one, don't be moving your model too much, because it's going to loosen up really quick. But yeah, there we go. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Be sure to check out the videos I posted yesterday. There was a few of them. One was all about my artwork, which is something I do also besides modeling. There's a lot more to me than just modeling. And not modeling like, you know. Anyway, sorry, that was kind of embarrassing. But anyway. So yeah, check out my other videos and stay tuned, because this will be finished very shortly, and we're looking forward to that, because then we're probably going to move on to the Lamborghini Countach or the Enterprise refits. Let me guys know what you think, what we should do next. I still have to order the lighting kit for the refit, but it might be worthwhile to get it underway at least. So we'll see. So chime in, let me know what you guys think. I'm looking forward to my chief engineer's advice, what he thinks I should do next. So yeah, just stay tuned and we'll find out what's going on. Alright, thanks guys. This is Captain Foley, out. Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Captain Foley here. So my last video I did a little request. I asked you guys tell me what you want to see me build next, and my chief engineer, William Mann, he requested the Lost in Space robot. Well, I thought, okay, I'll build you one. And there she is. This is a Polar Lights kit, actually, that I built quite a few years ago. So it's already built. William, and yeah, the head's a little bit loose, but so that's the Lost in Space robot right there. So I'd already done this model. I got the detailing on the rocks and the soil. So there you go. Ask and ye shall receive. Excuse me. So there you go. There's the Lost in Space robot for you, William Mann. Any other requests? Feel free to ask. I might have built them already, or I might get the kits. But the options you had were Lamborghini, Countach, or my refit. Which one do you want me to start on next? So there's the Enterprise. I still got to do the decaling. But I've done stage 1 of the weathering on the Botany Bay. Oh man. And this piece has given me hassle. I'm going to have to reattach that. But, so there's the weathering done so far. I used the rust color and just use a brush to apply it. I'm going to use some flat black now to add some more weathering. But it's coming along fairly nicely. I'm fairly happy with the results thus far. So yeah, there you have it. So I'm going to do some more weathering right now with the flat black, and I'll probably be making another video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, guys. And Chief Engineer, thank you for all your input on all my videos. I really appreciate it, like I said. None of you other people seem to pipe up, so whatever. I mean, do what you gotta do. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Captain Foley out. Hey everybody, Captain Foley with you again today. This is going to be the wrap-up video for my Enterprise Space Seat Edition Polar Lights model. I've got my Botany Bay done, all the weathering. Let's take a look at that for you. I used quite a few different colors and a few different layers to do this. All this weathering, none of it was done with an airbrush, even though I have an airbrush now. The technique I use for weathering has always been a brush. I should actually show you guys how I weathered this at some point. Next time I do a weathering video, would you please focus? Next time I do a weathering video, I'll have to show you guys my technique, but basically I used this dark red, or dark yellow, TS3, as the base coat for this model, and then held it very far away from the paint and lightly applied a thin layer of this, so it didn't hide this color, but it just dulled it a lot. And then I did washes with the paintbrush, right here. Kind of an old one, a bristly one, and I used my trusty old rust color, the railroad colors. Very good rust color if you need rust. Started out with that, then I went to a flat black, and then a little bit of German gray, and finally finished it off with some dark tan, and that gave you this weathered look. And then of course on top of all that is the dull coat. So the Botany Bay is finished. The stand's almost done. I'm thinking of painting the silver flat black as well. But I'm working on the Enterprise now, the decaling. It's coming along very nicely. I'm almost finished. So I'm going to finish doing up this decaling, and then I'm going to come back to you guys to show you the finished result. And I just finished doing a video that I'm just posting now called Star Trek versus Star Wars, Why? I think the title speaks for itself. You should check it out. And after this video, I'm going to make a Star Wars model special edition video of some of the Star Wars models I built in the past. And show you those, show you that I have a love for both Star Wars and Star Trek, because that is possible. Don't know why it's not for some people. That's what the video is all about. But yeah, as you can see, the decaling is coming along great. Very happy with it. About halfway done. Still got lots to do, so I'm going to take time out now and do that and attach that onto the rear of this video. So this will be the wrap-up video, and I will see you guys very soon. So yeah, and like magic, we're going to be done. And of course, when I'm doing my decaling, I'm going to do these red lines on the bottom of the saucer section next. But of course, when I do it, I use my micro set, which you apply with a Q-tip. Apply it to the area. Cleans the area off of all foreign debris. And this stuff also thins out the decals so that they appear more painted on instead of an actual decal. You start off with the micro set, and then you finish off with the micro sol, which after the decal has been applied and is set properly, then you put the microsol on top, and it sets it and makes it look like a very painted on finished version of the decal. Now these ones are still kind of glossy, but once I get the dull coat and everything on this, because it has to be dull coated once all the decals are on, that should go away, the glossiness there. Generally what I would do is I would spray this with a high gloss finish, then apply the decals, and then do a dull coat on top of that. And that just prevents any silvering for underneath the decals. This model really won't have it. See, this one's more dry over here. That's not really showing up. And the reason I didn't do it on this one was because it's so smooth. I did it on my 350 scale because that's a 350 scale, and it's cost me a goddamn fortune to buy it and build it. But also they had the grid lines and whatnot on there, so in order to, like on the top I mean, so in order to get the look I wanted and not have silvering underneath my decals, I high gloss coated it first so that they had something to stick to that was smooth. Of course you got to let that dry, obviously, and then you put the decals on and then you do the dull coat. But I'm kind of skipping that step in this one because, you know, this is just a little model and I'm not too concerned about it, and it's really smooth. It's looking good. The only one I've screwed up is right there. Some of the red has broken off. It's supposed to look like that. And I screwed up this pinstripe right here, but I've also repaired it so you can't even tell. So that I will probably end up fixing with my Gundam marker here. We'll see. Anyway, so there we go. That's where we are here, and I'm going to be done in a minute. Well guys, several minutes later, and she's all finished. And looking really good, I might add. So there's the famous scene. She pulls up alongside. Still got to do the dull coat on it, but gotta let these decals dry a bit. That's why I'm showing you now. I didn't want to wait too long to finish up this video. Enterprise looks good from all angles. She really turned out nice, this one. I like this little Polar Lights 1/1000th scale Enterprise. I think I'm going to get a couple more. Now that I've done the production version, I want to do the first pilot version as well as the second pilot version, and then also the Mirror Universe version. I'd love to have them all. So I'm going to be getting a few more of these to do. So there you go, guys. Next time you see it, it'll probably be dull coated, and I'll put it beside my 350 scale just so you can see the comparison. Alright? Alright, talk to you guys later. Captain Foley out. Hey guys, Captain Foley with you again today. It's my second video today. The first one was about my Lamborghini model progress. Like I've said before, I hate car models. So that's where we sit with that. I just kind of want to do a fun little video because, like I said, I hate the car models. I haven't made a lot of progress on the Lamborghini, so we are going to... I am going to finish it, but at the same time I need to take a break. And so I just want to do a quick comparison here between my 350 scale and my Enterprise Space Seat Edition Enterprise. I thought I'd put them side by side so you can see them here. And here we see the Enterprise in the wild, in its natural environment. The young one by its side. And there's the Botany Bay, which is kind of like a... I don't know, just a tag along. Looking pretty good. I really like the way that this Enterprise turned out. This 1/1000th scale model kit is amazing. Like I said, I plan to get a few more because I want to do the pilot version, first pilot version, second pilot version, and the Mirror Universe one. There they are, side by side, looking good. Yeah, I've got the copper fan blades in there. I did them on this one as well. Just painted copper on the inside of the dome. Right there. Got the green tinge there to the light above the shuttle bay. Same as there. So very happy with it overall. It turned out really well. Really good. Pretty sick. So if it's your first time seeing my 350 scale, I'm just going to turn it on for you here so you can see the lights. I know it's rather loud, but we've had this discussion already. Check some of my older builds. Not my older builds, my older videos, and I discuss why I chose to put the motors in the fan blades instead of the lights. That are just the lights. I know they're quiet, but I like the way that these look. They actually look mechanical, like there's something going on in there. The lights that you get from Kenna Controls, I believe it is, they're just LED lights. And from what I've seen online, I know that the frame rate for the cameras doesn't do it justice. It looks a lot better in person, and I believe that wholeheartedly. But if I saw it in person, I might go for it and get them if I ever do another build of this, which I'd like to. Here's my
bridge. I don't know if anybody, you've all seen it yet or not. Very proud of my bridge. But there we have it, guys. The Enterprise and the Little Enterprise. So, thank you for tuning into my channel, and I appreciate all you guys that check me out on a regular basis. Pass the word on, get people to subscribe to my channel. I have 42 subscribers right now. I want to get that up. And just keep coming back because we're always going to have new and cool stuff to look at. So, there's the Enterprise, looking good. And I'm going to be doing the refit after this Lamborghini is off my bench. So, I prefer doing Starship models to cars, and I don't think I'm doing any more cars anytime soon because I'm just sick and tired of them. But once again, thank you for tuning in, guys, and we will get moving on to more exciting projects, not just car models. I'm not big on cars. I'm big into starships, Star Wars, Star Trek, things of that nature. So, see that over there? That's all my stuff. Well, not all my stuff. That's some of my stuff. More than, well, probably about double that is still in bins in the next room. Star Wars, Transformers, miscellaneous toys from the 80s, Star Trek stuff. There's still a lot packed away. I just don't have room to display it right now. Eventually, this room will cease to be our bedroom, and once the kids move out, I can do some expanding and get some more stuff done and get some display rooms or display shelves up so that I can actually get other stuff unpacked. But for right now, this is where we stand. Running out of room. I gotta move some stuff. I gotta take all these down and dust them. That's like a once a year thing. It's coming up to that time because they're getting really dusty. And yeah, if you see anything you like or anything you want me to talk about more in another video, please leave a comment and I'll get to it. I want to go through all these things eventually. I've done a lot of my Star Trek stuff. It's in earlier videos I've highlighted a bunch of them and talked about them individually or in a group of like-minded things. So check those out. Otherwise, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in again, and I will talk to you guys very soon. So have a good day. Captain Foley, out.